Okay, I'm hoping this means that we're recording. I should probably check this before I get too far, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here is Atlas TI. I've got quite a few here. I'm going to actually close it for a moment. So when you open it, it will look like this. As you know, we've done this before. The first thing I wanted you to do was do the check clicks. So you can either look at each quotation at a time or one document at a time. Either way would work, although the quotations will take you exactly to the time, so that might be the easiest. So if I click that, I get the quotation manager. This over here, this filter allows me to filter it down. I want just the quotations that have the code check clicks on it. So all of these quotations have a check clicks code. I could see right here in this column what documents they're on. So this is on document 4, quote 12, document 4, quote 13. So you can go directly, you can have these both open and go to the documents. Document 4 at the 12th quote, which is 11, 12, right here. It says check clicks. So that's one way I can get there. The other way would be, I'll show you in just a second. So this is the one we're checking. If I look at my code manager, I have put these into groups. So when the code manager is open, you can just left your clicking patterns and here are all your clicking codes. So you don't have to go searching all over for them. So you go watch the video and figure out what's actually happening here. Notice it says she tries each button once, pressing take can in between. One of us said it was take can between each. The other person said check clicks, but I think the check clicks here is more because we can't tell. We weren't sure how many times she tested, so it's that second code that's missing. Either the tests at least one cola button 2 or more times or test each cola button once. So it's essentially, are we testing it more than once or not? And to test it more than once doesn't have to be every cola button, just at least one of them. Shows the purposefulness there. So drag over, change whatever needs to go here, and then also add this change the clicking code to that as well. And then you're done with that one. You go to the next one. So the other way to do it, if you don't want to search manually, I can just click on this one and it will bring up the next one right here. Here it is, 413, check clicks, do it again. So if you've got a large enough screen, you can do them one at a time like this. Check clicks, I can go look at it. You can see these are all in document 7. Some of these, like 25, clearly in 26, have a lot of them in there. You'll be kind of checking that whole video. So that is how that's going to work. The other thing that I wanted you to do was on every one of these documents, from 4 all the way down to 60 or 48 documents, to take a look at the pre and the post definition. And they're already labeled with pre or post definition. What we need to also label on there is whether or not Mylan and Michael decided that that code was correct or not, or that definition was correct or not. So in my concept definition codes, here, clicked it too many times, the pink ones are the concept definitions are working from, the purple ones are what you're adding to it. To figure that out, you'll use their spreadsheet here. And notice all the different lists down here. They have not transferred it over to the full list, but it's Mylan and Michael that have been coding, and they've been putting all the correct codes on Mylan's tab. So that's what you need to double check. So for this particular document, we are looking at U3 F1703. So U3 F1703 right here. This one is incorrect. So I will simply drag that code over. You know how to do this, but just attach it here. It's the same code as on the post document. It's really slow. You can select it if you want to, and since that was the last code used, I just do a right click down here and I can use the last code. So if the codes don't change, that's really nice. You can just use your right click last code. I think Command L is also just re-putting the last code on. So those are the two things that we need to go through and do. These unfortunately can't really be reordered. You kind of have to look for them over there, so you just have to be careful about how you're looking for them, or you start up here and go in order and look for these over here. There might still be some data in the definition spreadsheet that is not in our Atlas TI document. We went through today and agreed on the cases we're throwing out because the data is incomplete, and I'm not sure that they've updated the spreadsheet yet. But Mylan said he was going to go in tonight and finish up cleaning that up so you could work from there with no problem. He's not changing any of those close to correct or incorrect codes. So if you happen to start now, it's not going to change anything, but I think that he's going to delete the cases that we're not looking at and so forth. So hopefully those two things were helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you.